Hi there, I'm Tamara Doris. And someone just asked me on a radio interview why I thought being mindful was so important to success and what actually being mindful meant. And I think he was thinking it was a little woo-woo. So let me explain. Being mindful simply means being able to focus in the here and now. So in other words, if you're worried about something that's going to possibly happen in the future, you're not in the present. If you're scared or upset about something that happened in the past, you're not in the present. So what's the big deal about that? Okay, first of all, there's nothing woo-woo about that. The idea of being present means a couple of things. First of all, we live in a society that is just overwhelmed with stress. Would you agree? And so when we're stressed, our bodies are experiencing a major release of the hormone cortisol. Now, cortisol comes out from the limbic brain and when our amygdala is activated, okay? So when our amygdala is activated and our body is experiencing a great deal of cortisol, guess what happens? Our prefrontal cortex, our brilliance, our creativity, our intelligence, our logic kind of shuts down. So that's reason number one to be mindful, because when we're more mindful, then we have at our discretion, we have our mental faculties and we're more able to use them. So that's really important, especially in stressful situations. So what's the definition of being mindful? Definition of mindful, besides being present, simply means that you're able to stop, be in the here and now, and address things as they arise. Now, how does this play into sales? Well, it's really simple, I'll tell you, especially when we're talking about real estate sales. There's nothing that can be more distracting and stressful as an agent than thinking that a deal's going bad or that you're not going to get another commission. And there's nothing that's more distracting or upsetting and stressful to a buyer or seller than losing money or losing out on a deal, right? So you put these two minds together of two individuals who are stressed out. There's something in our brain, 3 different regions of our brain have something called mirror neurons. So if I'm an agent and I'm stressed out and I'm talking to a buyer or seller, they're going to pick up on that. Neurologically, they're going to pick up on that on an unconscious level, and they're going to be stressed out. Or if they're stressed out and I let it absorb into myself, I'm going to be stressed out. So being mindful is also reflective. So if I say, for example, I do my morning practice, I meditate, I exercise, I have a good diet, I am constantly aware of my thoughts. I'm constantly watching, where am I reacting? What am I freaking out about? I'm going to be more mindful. And that means that everyone I come into contact with, all my clients, everyone I come into contact with is going to kind of mirror that. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to have bad days. I'm not saying that there's not going to be times and instances when, tempers rise. But what I am saying is that overall, you attract what you are. So if you're more mindful, more thoughtful, just kind of stay in the present and not worry about the future so much and not regret the past so much, but really, really learn how to calm down your limbic brain and, get that amygdala on timeout, then you're going to find yourself attracting a higher caliber of client, and you're going to find yourself a little more peaceful and a lot more abundant. So that's why I think it's important to be a mindful person. Now, that's just my opinion. If you have any questions or comments, go to tamaradoris.com. Have a terrific day. Bye-bye.